everyone, Jane here with the unboxing and setup of my Cameo 3. There was actual video footage of all this, but it was a hot day and I don't do heat very well, and the result was, well, it was rubbish. I'm having random technical issues with my video not exporting properly too, so I'm sticking with a format I know works. Some arty images and informative screenshots. I even wrote a script to make sure I keep on topic. I ordered my Cameo 3 from Craft Atelier on Sunday evening, 24th of June. My order was confirmed Monday morning, 25th of June, and dispatched that afternoon. By Friday morning, 29th of June, this lovely package was sitting on my floor, having travelled all the way from Barcelona. That little package on top is the Silhouette Mint, which I don't know how also found its way into my basket before checkout. So look out for some mint videos coming to this channel in the next few weeks. Well, when I've worked out how to use it. It's my first time ordering from Craft Atelier and I'm perfectly happy. I made one error. I assume because they ship to the UK and have prices in GB pounds that the electronics will have UK 3-pin plugs, and they don't. My Cameo and Mint have only 2-pin plugs. Ian worked around that by using my original Cameo 2 power cable and finding a spare kettle power cable to fit the Mint. If you don't have a husband who saves random power cables just in case, or have a previous Cameo lead you can use, you will need to buy a 2-pin adapter for the power cable. I should also say, this video is in no way sponsored by Craft Atelier, nor am I recommending them. I'm just telling you where I bought mine from. Once the Cameo is out of the box, I followed the steps on the Silhouette America website for setting up and registration. If this is your first Cameo machine, this process will also set up your Silhouette America account, used for the Silhouette Design Store and for any upgrades to the basic software, for example Designer or Business editions. As I already have a Silhouette America account, I signed in before opening the registration page, which is found on the Frequently Asked Questions page on the left-hand side. When you click the link, your language will be automatically detected. If not, choose from the list provided and click Continue. Choose the machine from the Silhouette range, that's Cameo 3 for me today. Fill in all the necessary details and don't forget the check box for newsletters if you wish to receive them, or if you don't. Click Submit Registration when the form is complete. This next step gives you a reminder to check your box for all the components and to remove the tape and foam used for packing the machine in transit. We did all that earlier. In fact, we almost missed that little piece of foam, so it's good to follow these steps. The final stage of this initial setup is to plug in the power cable and switch on the Cameo. The instructions here say not to connect the USB cable, but we did because I've been reading around the internet a lot and I remembered that it's important to update the firmware. Silhouette School blog is an excellent resource. I began at New, Start Here because it's always easy to miss an important step, even though I know what I'm doing, mostly. Getting started with Silhouette Cameo, take it out of the box, also has all the steps for setting up your new Cameo. For example, here's the important reminder to update the firmware. Skip back to the Silhouette America website and the support page and find the firmware updates link. Under the relevant machine, Cameo 3, choose either PC or Mac and download the firmware file. The file will need unzipping. I use Windows 10, which has a built-in extraction tool. I just select the folder and click Extract. In the next window, I choose Extract All. Choose the file destination and if you want File Explorer to show you the files immediately following extraction. This is handy if you can't always remember where you chose to save the file in the first place. Click Extract and another window opens. To start the firmware update, click the blue circle with the silhouette symbol to open the Firmware Update tool. We followed the on-screen instructions with a couple of places where you have to fiddle with cables. There's a bit of trickery with the hands here that I had Ian help me with. Hold down the power button and connect the power cable at the same time. The Cameo's LCD panel will turn lots of lovely colours. The time-consuming part is where the update is sent via the USB cable. That seems to take the longest. So, how about tea and cake? Ooh, nice mustard colour. Rather like Coleman's English, if I'm not mistaken. Eventually, you'll see the screen saying the image update is complete and to press OK. This is the quick part, actually sending the update, and suddenly the LCD screen turns dark blue and you're done. If you haven't already got Silhouette Studio design software downloaded, now is the time to do that. You can follow the instructions from Silhouette America or the Silhouette School blog. I didn't need to do that step because I already have the software, so I skipped to putting in the auto blade to get ready for a test cut. Ian did this for me and it seems easy enough. The auto blade goes in the left holder only, the one with the red circle. When pressing down the blade to ensure it's seated properly with no spacing, you can pop your finger just under the tab so that it doesn't press down too far. There are two grooves in the back of the blade holder, not easily seen on my black Cameo. Sorry about that, should have thought of it. These correspond with two raised lines on the auto blade to help you get it in the right position. Gently push back the tab to lock the blade in place. For the test cut, I drew a simple rectangle and circle. This isn't print and cut, the colour is so you can see them on the screen, that's all. I'm using plain white printer paper to cut out the shapes. In the send panel, I changed my material to copy paper medium and used the settings suggested by the Silhouette software. I added an overcut of 0.02 millimeters. I put the paper on the cutting mat with the arrow towards the top. I lined up the mat with the white line guide on the left of my Cameo and pushed it forward until it met the rollers. I pressed load mat on the LCD screen, which starts the mat rolling a short way into the machine, and then it stops ready for the actual cut job. I made use of the test button to see if the settings were going to work, and this was my first listen at the new Cameo doing its thing.
Oh no.
The blade does a little up and down dance. This is where it sets the blade depth. The test cut is quick, and when the LCD screen tells me job complete, I press on load mat and have a look. I've got a perfect little square and triangle. No need to alter the settings for cutting my usual HP printer paper. I decide to carry on with the larger rectangle and circle anyway, and they are perfect too. As the Cameo 3 is new, it does seem quieter than my Cameo 2, and also a bit quicker, but maybe that's just because these are simple shapes. Next morning, I quickly tried a sketch pen in the other tool holder marked with a blue circle. I combined it with a photo so I could also check the print and cut result in case the machine needed calibrating. Yeah, I need a bit of practice. The sketch pen actually works brilliantly, but I had set the fill and outlines with too much density, so the pen kept drawing over and over in the same place far too many times. I was very pleased to see that everything lined up properly. The sketch pen even drew a black line around the arrow, and that's when I knew the photo would cut out accurately too. I had a simple banner around the Cameo 3 title, a square photo, and the basis for a bit of a mess about page in my traveller's notebook. You know, I'd read a few horror stories about the Cameo 3, the Auto Blade, and also recent software niggles, and I did worry if I'd made a huge mistake buying this machine at all. But I'm happy. I think overall this will improve my use of the Cameo because switching between paper and card will be so much easier for me, something that's always put me off a bit from working in my traveller's notebook or doing different things or using different card. And I can't wait to really get to grips with the sketch pen. Lots of scope for fun there. Well, thanks for watching. Do leave any questions below and I'll try to answer them, and I'll see you all again soon.